Hello and welcome to Leon's Lockpad. We have a Union Mortis today. I got this a while ago with you off eBay. It's going to turn into challenge locks, and this is one that's going to be eventually turned into one. There's the bit in. Not too bad. A lot of my original challenge locks don't have a red key, but practically most of them now do. I always plastic dip the end. It's just my thing, really. But this is a stock one. Not picked a stock lock for a while. Well, actually, I have. I'd picked the little cylinder. Is now challenged. I can find it. Here it is. Give me a second. This has now been done. Done some piece of plastic on there, not plastic, paper. As you can see, it's out of focus there, but it says Leon's Lockpad. I've added some extras bitted to the key. It does work really smooth, but it's ready to go. This one's called Amber, named after me local girl. That's going to get sent out. So yeah, what I was saying is, if you're beginner at picking as well, just give you an idea. Depending on the binding order of the lock, see, this would look like an OK key. Now, if your binder was your first pin, then this lock would be very easy to pick, because no, if this was your binder, sorry, this lock would be tricky because you have to get underneath it once you've set that and then start setting these. Now, say number 3 was your binder, then this would be a really easy lock to pick because you don't have to do that one straight away. When you get that really low cut and you have to go underneath to pick the rest, and that's your binder, that's when it causes you, make it being a tricky lock. But like I say, if one of these were a binder, and this isn't, it makes it a lot easier to pick. So when you're making, if you're just starting out, remember that make sure you get your binder in a good space. You want your binder on some of them to be on the lowest point and more either dead in the middle or towards the beginning, because it means you have to get your hook right around there to set these without oversetting this. But let's carry on with this. So yeah, I've never picked a stock Union before. 1 minute, I've got the postman coming. Sorry about that, I had to pause it. The postman would drop some letters off and make too much noise on the video. Yeah, so I've never picked a stock Union before, so I have no idea actually what's in this lock. I'm going to find anything in it. It does work absolutely perfectly. But before we do, and before we start, as usual, if you're interested in lock sport, you want to get involved, please check out www.uklocksport.co.uk, or you could check out Lockpicking Lock Sport, which is LPLS, or you can find us on Discord at Lock Sport Community. Absolute bunch of great forums, absolute awesome guys, fantastic, well worth getting involved. And this sport as a general is really, really fun. So I'm going to use a homemade tension wrench. This needs re-plastic dipping. It's all come off. It was a hex key ground down. I need to put my finger though on the back of this lock, and I'll show you why once I've picked it, to stop it falling through, because it can fall through. We're going to use a very beautiful pick that I got from Mr. Daz Evers. Absolute awesome guy. Absolute work of art. Let's see where that binder is. I think that was 4. That was a click on 3. And a little turn of the core then. There's a possibility. Let me see if I can tension it another way. There we go, stopping that from falling through. Right, there we go. Got get a bit of leverage on it now. It's really, really sloppy in here. I don't think I can do it from the bottom. I could try it from the bottom. This is a very, very wide keyway. Let me just go to a Trekmaster, and just because the now I've put the tension bar in the bottom, the keyway's a lot narrower now. So I'm catching that first pin. Oh, we got a little turn of the core. Oh, I'm roping. There we go. Very simple. I knew it would be an easy open. And like I say, that low pin there, that one there, was not a binder. It was number 4. That was the binder. So we can lock this back up. As you see, the reason is, anyway, I've got tape on the back. And I didn't realise about this one when I got it. I thought it was a full, because it didn't show a picture of the back. I thought it was a full cylinder, and it turns out it's not. As you can see, it has a union kick in it, which is really cool. All I did was cut off the piece off the back. There was a, I'll put that back in. There was a piece holding just across the top of there. So I cut it out, but that would make quite a good kick holder. But I don't think any other kicks would actually fit in it unless that was bigger, because the front of this core is a lot narrower. So I suppose it would have to go as one piece. I've even named it. And one also, when I popped this out, when I originally popped this out because being nosy, there was no cap on the top. All the springs and everything was about to come out, so luckily I used some aluminium tape, taped it up, stop them coming out, so it was easy to pick. But yeah, this is just an empty mild steel shell. Right, let's get in it. Let's see what we've got. Like I say, we've got a bit of feedback, and I did get some thingy from it. It did give me a little false set, which indicates there's something in it, but you never know what we need for the back. Oh, it's I don't need the thingy, just need a pair of pliers for this. There we go, we're off. Let's put the key in. Put it to the left a minute. Sounds like my little spud's awake. I'll go and sort her out in a minute. Let's have a look. So there we go, we've got a 5-pin. Everything needed to be picked. I do apologise, we're well out of focus there. I think the camera a bit further down. And give me 1 second so we can stop it from falling over. There we go. Got quite expensive phone attached to it. I don't fancy breaking it. Especially when I found out how much it cost to fix the screens on these ones. Jesus, about 300 quid compared to iPhone, it's 60 quid. We've got a stock key pins, which I did expect that anyway, as most only do anything with the drivers. Nothing in there. Really nice and wide there though, so that's really, really cool for making a real nice challenge lock. There's some good undercutting in there and that. Let's see what's in the Bible. But yeah, that's dodgy. I've never ever... That's the one. I've never seen... you know what, I'm just going to put an X. There we go on the front to make sure I remember that which is which. Let's see. So we got a stock in 1. We've got a stock in 2. We've got a stock in 3. We've got a stock in 4. And, well, we've got a stock in 5. That is it. It's really, yeah, springs are not going to come out. Do apologise. That will be just be, I'll take one out. I think that's just because they're stuck to that tape. But, no, it don't want to come out, and I certainly don't overstretch it. The stock screws, springs anyway. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. It actually gave me a little bit of a fault set and some feedback. So the tolerances in that must have been pretty sloppy to give me that. But I'm going to actually challenge myself. I'm going to try to make a really tricky challenge lock, but only using commercial type pins from all different types of locks. Should be interesting. I mean, when I first did challenge lock, I didn't make pins. I just used commercial pins, different orders and everything. But now I got a lot more of an understanding of how challenge locks work. I'm going to see if I can make a really tricky one with commercial pins. It should be interesting. Well, there we go. Like I say, I'll show you the pins if you want. It's just all stock. These two, though, you can see the key marks on these two. It's well and truly. It's been this lock and the key has been well and truly used for a long time. Must be fairly old. Won't call it vintage, but it's definitely had some use out of it. Sorry. I'll sort the camera out again. I need to get myself a proper decent tripod instead of bloody crappy power chop digs. Oh, sniffles. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it wasn't a challenge lock, but like I said, I do like picking stock locks now and again because that's how I started. And plus, there's lots of people out there who first start seeing my videos, and you know, if it helps them, when it's just, you know, sometimes it does help them to show them how to pick just bog standard stocks and what you get from it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and bye. Don't forget to like.